going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview for shit. What the hell is today? Fooled myself because I thought I knew what today was, and I don't. Okay, today's November 7th, 2011. Sorry about that. Huge week, okay? Absolutely huge week in the world of gaming. Two extremely anticipated games coming out this week. I'm excited because there's only 2 games. I'm actually going to get a lot of time to sit down and spend with these games rather than worrying about, oh, there's 4 releases this week and I need to get through all of them. So I'm pretty pumped. But before we get to that, a couple of important things I do want to talk about before we review what I did last week and then get to what's coming up this week. Thank you to everyone. I have finally, after about a year and a half, this channel, DSPGaming, opened in April of 2010, when my original Darkside Phil channel was shut down unfairly and incorrectly by YouTube for false copyright claims against it. So in a little over a year and a half, it's April, July, August, September, October. Yeah, it's about a year and a half. I now have reached 100,000 subscribers, and well, more than 100,000. Right now I'm like 100,400 or something like that, and still growing. And that's a great thing, simply because it has been a struggle here on YouTube, okay, through all kinds of stuff that's been going on, but also just with the subscriber base itself. A lot of people all the time come to me and they say, Phil, why the hell do you only have 100,000 subscribers? I look at your total views, okay, which right now I think is 113 million or something like that. I look at your channel page views, which is people who just go to my main page on YouTube, and that's like 30 million. And then I go to someone who's way smaller than you, has like half your views, and they have like 300,000 subscribers. So why do you only have 100,000? There's a couple legitimate answers to that question, alright? Number one, okay, just the way that I put out content, okay? A lot of people disagree with it or don't like it for certain reasons, okay? Remember that when I do stuff on YouTube, when I start a game or whatever, I play it from start to finish. You're going to see a full playthrough of that game here on YouTube, and it happens relatively quickly. You're going to get maybe 30 parts of that new game in a day, as opposed to a lot of the other popular people. And I'm not saying that what they're doing is a bad model. I don't know what, how it works out for them or whatever. Obviously, if they're successful on YouTube, whatever, it's working. But a lot of other people only do a couple parts a day. Okay, they do maybe 5, 6 parts a day, and that's it. And it takes them forever to beat the game. So for me, when you subscribe to me, a lot of people complain to me and say, Phil, I subscribe to you, but every day you put out 30 videos, and on my subscriptions page, all I can see are your videos. You basically, it spams my subs box, and I can't see anyone else's videos, or it's hard for me to find them in between yours because you've been uploading all day. So that's one reason, okay? A lot of people say, Phil, I'm not going to subscribe to you. I'm going to keep watching your stuff, but I'm not going to subscribe to you simply because the way the sub box works on YouTube, it spams and I can't see everyone's videos that I want to see on a daily basis, okay? Number 2, honestly, a lot of people, I guess, still have issue with the fact that my playthroughs are live on the fly, not expert level, it's not me playing the game and this is my master level playthrough of the game. I'm not doing direct capture, I'm not doing audio dubbed voiceovers that sound perfect. My style of video is guerrilla style. It's a camera sitting next to me. When you watch my videos and you hear the live commentary, you're actually hearing my honest first time reactions to what's going on in the game, and you're getting a sense of what the common gamer would think about this game, okay? That's what I do. That's always what I did since day one. I mean, when I uploaded my first gameplay video back in 2008, that's been my style and my goal, okay? And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people watch a lot of my videos, but they don't understand. They complain, Phil, why don't you use direct capture? Get an HD PVR. Phil, you're playing the game wrong and it took you way too long to beat this certain part when it should only take you 5 minutes, it took you 15 minutes. I get this kind of feedback all the time, and it's because the people don't understand what the goal of my videos is. It's entertainment purposes, okay? It's informative purposes if you want to see what the gameplay is like of a game, and it is to show you whether or not, if you consider yourself a common gamer, whether or not you're going to like the game that I'm playing. That's the purpose of my videos. It's not, again, master level gameplay. It's not me trying to show you the best way to beat the game. It's by no means is it a high level walkthrough of a game, a speed run of a game. And the fact that I put out 30 videos a day when I'm doing this, you know, for a new game, hardcore pushing, means that I can't do what those other people do. The reason those people put 6 videos out a day is because they're using a capture device like HD PVR, they're doing audio voiceovers that dub, and then they're encoding those videos, and it takes hours of work to do this kind of stuff, and that's why I don't do that. I would rather be able to complete all these games and give you the footage that you're looking for on a timely manner, and faster than, quite frankly, faster than most other people, because that's what I do, okay? So, that's another reason why people don't sub. They might watch some of my videos and enjoy them and say, I'm not going to sub this guy because so-and-so has, you know, full 1080p, and I like the quality of his videos better than Phil's, and Phil, I don't know why he doesn't put the time in. I do put the time in, that's the difference, but what I'm doing is completely different from what they're doing, okay? So anyway, that's really, you know, why I have so low subscribers. And of course, there's other reasons that I mentioned before. I don't game the system, okay? I don't use contests and things to say, oh, this is a giveaway where I'm going to give away a game. Oh, you have to thumbs up and favorite this video and spread it and comment on it. And so all of a sudden, that video artificially gets on the front page of YouTube for most liked or, you know, most popular because everyone watched the video and wants to win a game, okay? That's not what I do. And a lot of other people have gotten to the top doing that kind of stuff. They also mistag their videos. For example, I would imagine if I did a playthrough video, part 1. Here's a perfect example. Part 1, Modern Warfare 3 campaign walkthrough, which undoubtedly will get a lot of views, and I flag it as cooking. It's a food video. Well, guess what? There's not a lot of highly viewed food videos compared to other things like entertainment and gaming, okay? They don't get as many views. So if I were to mistag my video, it'd probably get on the main page of YouTube, and then all of a sudden it gets all these artificial views because people are seeing it and clicking it who normally wouldn't. So a lot of people game the system of YouTube to get extra popularity. I've never done that. I never will. That's not my style. I'm an honest person, okay? I would actually hate myself if I resorted to those kind of tactics, and I'm not going to do that, okay? And finally, the final reason is because I don't really upload anything to Machinima Respawn or the Machinima channel, and a lot of these other people do. You'll see. Go take a look at some of the people who are Machinima partners and notice that, hey, I know that guy. He's the guy that uploads Call of Duty videos or whatever to Machinima Respawn. Oh, cool. He has his own channel here on YouTube. My style of video doesn't really work on a Machinima Respawn or a Machinima style upload system, okay? The one video I ever submitted to Machinima Respawn was a regular Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Day 1 tutorial video, basically trying to teach the common gamer how to play the game. So I made this video, and I gave it to Machinima. They uploaded it to Machinima Respawn, got about maybe 50,000 views total, and then immediately after it, uploaded someone else's Marvel tutorial, which wasn't as good as mine, and guess what? It got double the views because it was the second video and people watched the most recent video over the older video. So, my stuff gets overlooked. You know, it got completely overlooked when I went to Machinima Respawn. Me doing a playthrough, that style of video isn't what Respawn is about. Respawn is more about compilation videos, best of videos, stuff like that. So, my style of video doesn't fit there. A lot of people got noticed on Respawn and then all of a sudden just got hundreds of thousands of subscribers because of that. And that hasn't happened to me. Will that ever happen to me? Maybe, but it's not going to be, I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be from a playthrough video, okay? It's not going to be from a Hateful Truth review video with no editing and no effects like I do them on the fly. It's going to be from something that maybe I have a little bit more time to work on, something that maybe has some graphical effects and stuff like that, and maybe, you know, eventually I'll get to do something like that. Right now, for this first year that I wanted to do this YouTube thing as a full-time job, I wanted to really focus on playing every game and perfecting what I'm doing. And I think that I've done a pretty damn good job of that at this point. You know, every game I know how to film it properly. The commentary now I'm getting down. I'm actually getting better at games and being able to beat these games a little bit more quickly than I used to, where I used to fuck up all the time. I'm getting better because this is what I'm doing now full-time. And I think my Hateful Truth reviews are getting much better than they used to be. So, for me, I like what I'm doing. And although I may eventually branch out and do other stuff, right now I'm enjoying what I'm doing here on YouTube. And I'm okay with having 100,000 subscribers. And you know what? I know that I clawed and scraped and pecked to get every one of those subscribers, and I know that I earned them, okay? As opposed to someone who, random video on the front page of YouTube, or, random video on Machinima Respawn, gets 200,000 subscribers overnight, okay? I earned my 100,000 subscribers, and I cherish every one of them, and I hope that everyone understands that and knows that, okay? So thank you. I know that was long-winded, but I had to say something. Thank you so much for the 100,000 subscribers that I have. It can only go up from here. Hell, maybe some of my videos will start to get noticed on things like the front page of YouTube. I guess we'll see what happens, okay? So, this past week was pretty intense, okay? Shitload of stuff happened this past week, including Uncharted 3, okay? Lord of the Rings War in the North, Sonic Generations, and for Uncharted 3 and Sonic Generations, I was able to beat the campaigns and also play all the multiplayer modes in Uncharted 3. Luckily, I didn't really have to do that much because the beta had already been out and the same modes were already out, so I already played them and I knew what they were going to be. And I was able to do Hateful Truth reviews for both of those games, all here on DSPGaming. Lord of the Rings War in the North, I started with John Rambo. We're now something like maybe 6 to 7 hours into the game, and we're only halfway done. The game is super long. So half that playthrough is up right now on DSPGaming. We plan on finishing it this coming weekend for co-op gameplay, okay? Excuse me. Oof. So that's basically the gist of what happened over the past week. So what's coming this week? This is a huge week for multiple reasons. 2 big blockbuster games. And the first one, as I'm sure everyone knows, and depending on whether you like the series or not, it's either going to be a really great thing or you're going to basically spend the next 3 days flaming everything. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 comes out tonight at midnight. Now, I've debated should I do the midnight release or not. The past 2 years I actually did. I did the midnight release, picked up the game, and actually beat the campaign that night, you know, because the campaign, as we know, with these FPS games, the campaign's going to be about 5 hours long. We're all accepting of that. It's going to be anywhere from 4 to 5 hours long. It's going to be a fun ride, but it's not something super complicated or anything like that. But it's still interesting and entertaining. So I may be doing the midnight release tonight, okay? I actually purposely slept in today, slept extra, to try to get some extra sleep and be well rested so that tonight I could possibly do the midnight release. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't like to promise these things anymore because of all the crazy shit going on, like that freak snowstorm that we had. But anyway, there doesn't seem to be anything like that scheduled, and I feel fine. You know, it's not like I'm tired or anything. So if everything goes correctly, I will be doing the midnight release of Modern Warfare 3 tonight. If not, I'll probably tweet about it. I'll say, sorry guys, I'm not doing it. And then tomorrow during the day, you'll see the campaign of Modern Warfare 3. Now the good thing about the fact that there's only 2 major releases this week is that I get to take significant time to play each one of these games. So Modern Warfare 3, the first day I get to do the campaign, then I get to do some of the multiplayer, then I get to do some of the co-op, so I get to do lots of different stuff. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, the co-op, I do want to do, and actually Howard, my friend Howard has expressed some interest in doing it with me, because we actually did some co-op for Modern Warfare 2 a couple years ago. I'm sorry, for Black Ops last year. We did some zombie mode gameplay, and he liked it a lot. He had fun doing it. And I said, well, you know, there's Spec Ops survival mode and also some challenge things in Modern Warfare 3 if you want to do them. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to coordinate our schedules this week to do it. That's the bummer. So we're going to try. If not, I'll still try to do some co-op gameplay. I'll try to get some people together. So I will be having more information on that as the week approaches. But my goal is over the course of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to beat the campaign and play significantly all of the multiplayer modes of Modern Warfare 3 so that I can give the game a fair shake, okay? Now what this means is that hopefully by the end of Thursday, I would be able to review Modern Warfare 3 in a Hateful Truth review. Now, for those of you who didn't get to hear what I had talked about previously about Battlefield 3, I've purposely not reviewed Battlefield 3 yet because I think the major rivalry between 2 games this year was Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3. And what I want to do is when I do the review, I want to do a double review. I want to talk about both games. I want to explain their pros, their cons, their strengths, their weaknesses, where each game excels and what it excels at, and which game overall is better, and which game should be the one for what style of gamer you are, which one you should get if you're looking to get one of them, and you don't know which one to get, okay? up some loose ends. Meaning, in Battlefield 3, I still haven't played Team Deathmatch, and I still haven't played the large-scale Conquest gameplay, and I want to do that, okay? So I think today, right after I make this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be jumping online to play some Battlefield 3. So you're going to see some Team Deathmatch gameplay and some large, Conquest large-scale gameplay, and we're going to see if does the game shine in those final game modes? Does it add anything overall to the game? And then hopefully tonight I'll be getting Modern Warfare 3, be doing the midnight release, playing some of the campaign, maybe beating it in one sitting. If not, it'll complete on Tuesday. Then jump into the multiplayer, the co-op, so that maybe on Thursday, I'm hoping, now again, if everything goes right, I'm not sure what, so things could change, but Thursday I'm planning to do the giant first-person shooter face-off Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3 Hateful Truth episode. It's going to blow shit out of the water, I'm sure, because people are going to be up in arms, defending which game they think is the best, attacking the other game, agreeing with me, disagreeing with me. But it's going to be a wild ride, so hoping that's going to be on Thursday. Then on Friday, okay, another huge release, what a lot of people have been pushing for all year to be the Game of the Year contender, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, okay? And I know, now come on, I'm realistic, okay? And I do my research. I know that the game is huge. And I know that in order for me to give it a fair review, and even to do a fun enough playthrough, I have to do side content. I can't just rush through the main story and beat it in 10-15 hours and say I played the game, okay? Now, what I'm planning to do is similar to what I did with other open world games such as my Fallout series. I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to actually play it and try to do as many side missions as I can. More than likely I will buy the strategy guide, so that way I know what's going on with certain side missions and I don't end up dropping them or fucking them up because I do other stuff, which undoubtedly I'm probably going to end up doing anyway, but this is one of those games the strategy guide is pretty much warranted for it, okay? So I'm probably going to do that, get Skyrim in the strategy guide, and I'm going to take my time. I'm going to play it on Friday. Keep in mind, on Saturday, John Rambo comes, so we're going to be filming another episode of Smart Guys for his channel, and then we're going to be doing the Lord of the Rings co-op, hopefully polishing that game off, finishing it on Saturday. Sunday and Monday, so those 2 days will be dedicated to Skyrim gameplay as well, okay? So I'm going to have at least 2.5 to 3 solid days of Skyrim gameplay that I'm going to have to dedicate to that game, okay, before something else happens. And when I say that, I mean there are, it is official, because I actually counted, next week, Tuesday, is the biggest gaming release day of the year, meaning the most games of the year are being released on that day. You got Ultimate Marvel 3, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Need for Speed, Halo Anniversary, Jurassic Park. I believe, I'm not positive, I believe Rayman comes out that week. I could be wrong. It could be this week, it could be the week after that week. I forgot to write it down on my calendar, the release, so if someone could confirm that, but I mean, ridiculous amount of games coming out next week, and I fully know that number one, there's no way I'm going to be able to beat Skyrim and or do what I believe will be a fair playthrough of Skyrim before then, unless by some freak chance the game ends up not being as long as people are saying it is. Maybe that could happen, I don't know, but from all the reports, the game is something that you want to take your time with and do a lot of side content. And me rushing through it to try to finish it by Tuesday, that's not going to be fair. So, what I'm intending to do is play Skyrim for those 3 days, and then put it on hiatus, okay? You're going to have so many other games coming out next week that there's no way I'm going to be able to play them all like I usually do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to play one and beat it, then play the next one, beat it, play the next one, beat it. What I'm probably going to end up doing next week, and I'll talk more about this in next week's Weekend Preview, once I see how far I got with Skyrim and once we figure everything out, but I may do, for example, that first day I may do 4 to 5 hours of Assassin's Creed and then maybe play some Ultimate Marvel 3 for my fighting game channel, DSP Street Fighter. And then the next day, maybe I'll do some more Assassin's Creed, but then I'll start Need for Speed, Things that are completely different genres of games, so that way you're not confusing them, and it's, you know what I mean? That's what I might be doing next week, and I'll let you know more as it approaches. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'll be honest. I was like thinking the other day. I was like, man, the year's almost over. Now games are going to start to run down and dwindle, and there's not going to be that many releases. And I looked at my calendar and I said, Modern Warfare 3 is going to keep me busy all week. Skyrim, like 100 games next week that there's no way I'll be able to beat them all in 1 week. The week after that, there's multiple releases. There's no way I'll be able to beat all those games from the week before, plus them even in that week. And then after all that's done, I'll still have Skyrim. So I'm going to have, for the next 2 months, basically stuff that's not able to be beaten in a timely manner that I'm going to be playing. So even in December, when there's no new releases, I'm going to have stuff going on constantly. I'm going to have the top 10 fan-voted funniest moments, my actual picks for the best music remixes of the year, and I'm going to have my top games of the year. Plus, all gameplay of the leftover games. So we're going to be jam-packed with content all the way into 2012, and I'm excited for it. I'm pumped. So yeah, thank you again for 100,000 subs. We can only, again, get better from here. The best way to go about it is just to tackle everything, all these trials, tribulations, and things that I've been through with a positive attitude, stay positive, never give up, and look where it's brought me in a year, you know what I mean? I'm extremely grateful and excited for the future. Some things going on, in the future coming up. I'm actually planning on attending way more gaming conventions in 2012 than I did in 2011, including MagFest. So again, if you don't know what MagFest is, if you haven't heard me talk about it 100 times, check out magfest.org. Myself and John Rambo will be there. It's now looking like Howard and a couple of our other friends, and OJ as well is going to be there. So pretty much the whole crew's coming, okay? So if you ever wanted to meet any of us, hang out with us, we're going to have a table there. We're holding a panel. We are still planning on having a very special announcement, which more information will be available on that as we approach the date. And I think it's going to be something very exciting that a lot of people are going to be happy to hear and be freaking out about. But yeah, MagFest, in addition to that, we're probably going to do too many games in Pennsylvania again. Unfortunately, as you know, this year it didn't work out very well. There was a retarded traffic jam, and we ended up being so late we missed our own panel and missed most of the convention. We're going to plan ahead this year and try to do better. There's also the possibility we may be branching out a little bit, being that I've been an advocate and really a person who's been pushing for people to oppose some of these really restrictive bills regarding the internet and internet censorship this past year. I've actually been asked to attend a convention and actually talk on a panel about this subject, and I may do that. And so there's all kinds of opportunities and things going on this year, next year, that I think are going to help me to branch out and actually grow and evolve in what I'm doing here on YouTube. So I'm excited for 2012, and that's just some of the stuff coming up. But yeah, all right. Thanks. That's it. It's been the Week in Preview. It's been a long one. A lot of stuff to cover. Hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, as always. And I will see you for Battlefield gameplay coming up today. And then maybe tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow at the latest, Modern Warfare 3 campaign, Skyrim later this week. Lots of cool gameplay coming up. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you then.